All right, gonna be doing a special weekend review for TG Therapeutics. Special because today's Monday, but we had the day off thanks to Christmas, and they're rolling over the federal holiday to Monday. But TG Therapeutics, this was requested. This is a ticker that I've done very well with several years ago before their data readout for MS, and that drug is finally getting close to being approved. We'll get into that in just a moment, but ticker's TGTX. It's been a rough go for the last, 2 years or so. They had last year really, because it was Iconic got pulled from the market, I think in May. And of last year, and they still have plenty of things in the pipeline, but now they have tuxedomab, a monoclonal antibody, hopefully while helping out with MS. Let's just take a look at, let's go over the company first, and then probably look at the valuations and technical analysis and see what we got. Maybe go for a game plan. It is a candidate list. It's a BioBoom candidate. I haven't really looked at it so much just because I have a feeling this is going to be, there's two negatives and one positive. One positive is that this is out of this PDUFA date, is that it hits, it's good, it gets approved, and it just takes off because there's just been such negative sentiment about the ticker that people are showing up, and the people have been waiting, and it's all good, and it just creates some sort of FOMO, and it runs. But the other thing is, obviously, it could still be rejected or CRL'd, and for some reason could be something else. I mean, I don't think the clinical data is going to point to a CRL. I think it's the potential of a CNC chemistry or manufacturing issue. Not that we know that's going to happen, but there could be something in that way. And then the other thing is, it's the idea that it gets approved, but then just because it's approved doesn't mean it's going to be successful. Now, it's an MS drug, so anything MS is strong because there's just such little. Anything new in terms of MS or Parkinson's neurological stuff is, I don't want to say gold, but doctors are willing to give it a shot. And if it works, it's going to be a home run. But at the same time, what's it going to cost? How are you getting it to market? And all those questions are pretty rough for small and mid-cap pharmaceuticals such as TG Therapeutics. So that could result in kind of a sell the news, and I'll get into that, why that could be a really strong possibility here. That being said, let's go into the company. It's a biotech, and they go up. Their big thing is B cells. They did have an approved product, Iconic. I think it's off the market. I'm pretty sure everywhere, right? Yeah, Iconic. Umbralisibimab, or not Mabab. Lisibib. Yeah, there it is, May. So May, let's go to May 20. And we knew, by the way, that's what kind of caused this. It's just there was a bunch of issues, and people were pretty much expecting this sucker to be shut down, and it was. So this is what we get. There's another one. See how these important, you can see it's going to snap it. I can't get it. There you go. So there's the breakout. Now I'm going all over the place. Pipeline. So this is the most advanced that we're looking at. This is, again, the PDUFA is coming up. We got 2 days. Yes, the FDA can give us a report before or after, and you can have several days. This is an action date. It's a goal. It's not an absolute deadline. But they're relapsing MS, and it's anti-CD20. Let's see if we got anything. Not sure where we're taking. Oh, clinical trials. Nothing. These usually don't really tell you much. Just the fact that it did well. Yeah, but eh. So it looks strong. I have to go back and we can probably find. Yeah. She's looking pretty good. Not bad at all. We'll go. Let's see if I can find this. Completion date, first posted. So I'll have to see if I can go back and find the press release, and I'll put it into the chat for you guys later on tonight. But they got cozy belimumab, anti-PD-L1, B-cell malignancies. But notice, all phase 1. So this is where the issue is, which is they don't have anything subsequent to go after this. So they don't have like a 1 and 2-3 punch maybe, or we're going after MS and there's something else this could be operative against right after it. That's it's an MS single agent, right? This is what we're going after. And then we go all the way down to phase 1. So that's where we're at there. Products, our science, our approach. Let's see what they got. Let's see if they have anything to say here. I mean, it's biotech, monoclonal antibodies, B-cell malignancies, right? Oh, and autoimmune diseases. All right, let's go to valuations here. It's a $1 billion market cap. Pretty expensive for a company that's really got nothing much to do right now. So you're paying a premium on hopes that this will get passed. I think it has a strong chance. Strong probability. Let's take a look at some valuation scores here. It's probably going to look ugly because for the sales, How about cash? Actually, you know what? Let's get this. The summary does a better job. Let's go check what they have down here. Right? Yeah. What is capital structure? Ugh. See? I mean, that's enough to get things going, but at the same time, like, where we're gonna wait several quarters to really progress any of the rest of their pipeline. I don't. Yeah, so that's my concern. This isn't like they're approved commercialization gangbusters. Let's go. There's going to be some apprehension. I don't think there's going to be a full-on onslaught. I mean, this could go right back to $20 a share real quick, but I'm not sure how much people are going to want to stick around to see if this really works commercially. You're going to have a lot of people that are like, well, the last one got pulled, so maybe this one. Not that they're, that's a separate incident, but that's 16% short interest. Strong pop with a potential fade. All right, let's take a look at the charts here. All right, let's go to the monthly. We already looked at that firm. So you can see this thing was flying high. It's good commercialization. Things are going to work. I'll tell you my story of the fact that it was $7 a share. Yep. Maybe this was it. There was a time where maybe that, end of the, that might be it. No. I think it's back in 16 or 17. Maybe it was in here. It was some 18 or 19. That makes sense, but I got in. Good. I did options. I got this trade set up. And I booked profits way too early. I did not ride up to 56. I know I was mostly out in the 30s. So, that being said, though, you can see where this has come from. But now we're back in this previous trading range before this nice solid run up for the last couple of years. And now we're back here. Following this sell-off, you can see it several times. I'm sure there's plenty more I can probably draw in here. But then that just comes down. It just rays the sun coming down, right? So that's probably the strongest. There might even be one in here. Oh, come on, really? But over time, is that one? Yeah. It's probably not it. Yep. Look at this. Big spike. Look at that. This is where we are now. So these are shorts defending the 200-day. And that's where we are here. So, but anyway, where am I looking? I failed the 200-day EMA several times. Let's get a anchored VWAP here. Look at that. Look at this. Push. Slam it down. Oh, yeah. So, I mean, she was above it, but really never. I don't really have. She's been fighting it the whole way. I mean, now let's see if we can find the low, which is going to be maybe this one. 381. What's this sucker? 348. So we're going to go with 348, boy. No, come on. Just give me. Alright. Let's get rid of the Keltner channel for the daily. Oh, no, wait. That was the EMA. Still my biggest. Oh, come on. Alright, well, I have to go back. I'm sorry. Alright, well, we got the EMA. Which one? I'm having really hard times here. Sorry about that. Let's get you back up and running. Okay. Change the color here. So move down to 675, 650 on a sell the news event is potential. CRL, I have no clue. CRL on CMC, probably going to at least get down to the lows near $3-4 a share. And that'll be a great buying opportunity. Could stop at like 4, close to 5, maybe. There's a lot of volume there. I'd have to, yeah, I wouldn't put any buy orders in, but remaining vigilant. And I mean, if you want to be, I hate to say gambling a little bit, but if you want to take a chance at setting some buy orders at around 5 and then around $3 a share for a potential CRL on CMC, or I keep saying CMC, but you know, there could be any sort of manufacturing or some of those issues that could be worth it, because those are easily addressable, meaning it just takes some time, just need, you know, a few months of work, and they resubmit, and yeah, they gotta wait, and it's obviously a major setback, but not as much as, hey, like, we don't think this thing is deserving as a drug of being approved. Not necessarily did you guys, you know, dot your I's, cross your T's, all that stuff, or we just need some clarification on some things, or maybe a small, you know, study for some, you know, that's not specific to TG, but sometimes they'll ask for a small study to confirm something about, you know, dosing or certain special circumstances. I don't think we'll see that here. I think the data supports it. So it's usually CMC or some other manufacturing issues, packaging, etc. Let's put that back in. So that would give us, yeah, maybe 550 area could be a stab. And then after that, you're looking at 4. On a spike, EMA is probably good. She's probably get a good boost. I don't know if she'd get up to like $14 a share. That's not crazy on a spike. So if you're in, you know, maybe book some profits at 350 area, get close to 14 if you want, maybe 15, yeah. Probably run into something there. It's like decent. There's a little, you can see the anchored volume sticking out a little bit, so a little bit under 350. I would definitely try to get the house money. That's a good profit, you know. You're gonna see people booking profits regardless, just especially in this market. And then you might have a shot at you know, applying it again back in, basically probably if it gets above there, you might see a bounce around $10 or $11 a share, and then grinds back up to 14 and see where it goes from there, which, you know, that's again another shot at good profit. Could we get 20? Probably not on the approval. Pretty good. All right, so that would be my game plan. CRL, look for 550. I would suspect it gets below or near or below the 52-week low, because I think there's going to be a lot of people that want in but are willing to wait and see if it gets there. Again, it's got to be, you got to know the reason why. Can't be if it's like, again, I'm going to keep saying CMC or just something that's easily addressed, it's an opportunity, because they'll probably fix it. But if they have to run a whole nother trial, watch out, because that's cash burn. And again, they don't have like that the second and third punch of something else that's in phase 3, or another program with the same drug that's like, you know, in one phase behind, which, has strong data, which is like, they can address it. They'll be fine. But if this is all in on MS. So if they can't get, if MS is not working, I don't want to say the drug's dead, but there's this big impact of this. They say the drug is just not working. Is not substantial enough to make it all the way through the FDA. Then it's like, I don't know. I don't think they have an issue with their how they set up the trial structure. Doesn't seem like there was any issues there. As I remember, because I was, the reason why I got involved was because of this drug. Things look great. It looked really great, and then you kind of wrecked it. I don't know what sort of premium we're looking for if this is all Euconic. I don't know. Let's go back to valuation real quick. It's $1 billion drug, so $4 a share. I'm sorry, 4 times 4. So maybe $30-$40 a share isn't crazy. Do I want to get in now? Oof. I mean, look at that. We're on the low end of the range for the month, for the year. Ay. What can we get? What can we get? I mean, intrinsic valuation right now is this is a very expensive stock for what it is right now. But if they can get MS $17 real quick, what can we do here? She's so close to breaking out. Yeah. Maybe so that would be my, you could take a stab, try to get something around 12, book some profits, kind of de-risk the position, and then maybe look for like $16 over the next few months, and then really from there you can just let it ride, and then once there's momentum in the share price and we start seeing higher lows and everything, you could start reapplying and then get to a larger position and see if it has enough momentum to chew through. Not a lot of volume. I mean, it got up there pretty quickly. So if the market, it's got approved, they have a plan, they have some cash. I don't know if they're going to try to pull the trigger right away on a secondary, which is possible. I mean, if it's $1 billion drug, it can be $1 billion drug. It won't be $1 billion drug unless people know about it. So if you think it's that good, you think this thing can really be a blockbuster, you're going to need cash. So they might raise. If they don't raise, you're going to have a lot of suspicion about this sucker being bought out. Oh, man. Do we want to get in on this, guys? I don't know. The market environment's telling me get in now, just wait. There's going to be a fade. We have months of accumulation. Now, I'm sure the smart money's not going to give up their money. I mean, but they're going to try to book in this environment. If you have a large position, you got to be taking some off here, especially on a spike that's going to give you like 300% or something. Not 300%. Well, maybe at least, yeah, double your money. You gotta start. I mean, whoever you're working for is gonna be looking at you like you didn't book anything. I mean, you got some serious conviction to think that the sucker's just gonna run. especially when like the way the dollar is right now. It's not that bad to be in cash. I don't know. All right, so to sum it up, couple days, you're looking at probably a decent buy price right now if you want to get in. It's not for what it can be, but you're running the risk of, if this is CRL'd, I mean, depending on the cause, this could be catastrophic or a bad haircut. You could hold on to it, and I'm sure if it's something that's addressable, they'll get through it. But if these guys, if the FDA doesn't think the data is good enough, you are looking at a lot of pain, because they're going to dilute. And even if they don't get through the FDA and CRL, there's still going to be pain, because they're going to have to dilute anyway, because it's setting things back, unless they put all their other pipeline stuff on hold for the time being. They're enrolling, so they really can't. So, well, they could, but unlikely. If you're going to wait for a decision, my fade price is probably around 1560 area, and then spike up to, say, 13. Look for a fade, maybe come back to this entry point right around $9, and then see where it goes from there. Add on 1560 or buy it 1560. You can wait for that. If we see a breakout here, wait for it. Yeah, if it breaks out here and it doesn't really go too far, it gets rejected from this anchored VWAP, you're going to wait for a retest of this downtrend ray, which could come all the way down to, again, like 1650. So, I don't know. There's some powerful technical setups. There's also a lot of things because it's been down here, and you have people that are probably stuck here. There's going to be sellers. Oh man, how much? It's gonna be, it's just the number of people that want to get in. If it does get approved, I don't know. I'll probably talk about it later. Yeah, I'll talk about it later. We'll see what happens. I'm not feeling super strong about just diving in here and just throwing a whole bunch of money at it. But if it gets approved and it fades and we have some time, do some deeper research, figure out what's their plan of attack, how much cash it's going to take. Maybe we can come up with some better buy targets. Anyway, that's what I have for it. I'll put it as a watch list item for this week. Other than that, take care of yourself. Good luck and stay healthy.